Ba-dum-ba-ba-ba, the death trap, the death trap.
Oh, it's Death Trap. We're back, baby.
Welcome to the death trap.
Another hot slapping episode straight from the confines of our living room.
Straight from New York City, the
New
Big
York.
Apple.
In New York. I haven't actually heard that song in New York in a while. I don't know if you're like still on Alicia Keys' watch.
It's been like winter. Like in the summertime, you'll hear it because everybody,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? More people are like out once, and plus, if you go on like the Brooklyn Bridge, if you go out like walking during the day, they're playing it. They got it going on still.
Do you walk across the Brooklyn Bridge a lot?
No, but I'm
Oh.
saying like it's going on.
In New York.
And then in Times Square, it's going on. Like when I'm down in Times Square, it's going on.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they love that shit still.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Like how it's such a big song. You know?
No. What do you mean? It talks about New York, and we're in New York.
I know, but it's like lame.
I don't think so. How's it lame?
It's like it was a good song, but it's like 20 years old now. In New York.
You listen to almost exclusively songs from 50 years ago.
Well,
So
we're not talking about me, dog.
no, I know we're ripping apart Alicia Keys.
Yeah, but we don't go downtown and hear Bob Seger.
What do you mean? Yeah, but the song's about New York, and we live in New York City.
I know,
So it's like super popular for like tourism too.
I know, but you think they'd all get tired of it,
Mm-mm.
you know?
No, because they're coming in for like a week at a time.
I guess.
They're coming in from like Brazil. Like people in Brazil get a lot of vacation time. So people like Brazil, China.
Wait, do they really?
Yeah.
I thought Brazil was like a problematic country.
No, if you're doing okay in Brazil, like it's a really good like when I was working in like Chelsea, you get a lot of people from Brazil. They
Really?
come in. Yep. Mm-hmm. They come in. They want to like buy like a little THC product for like a day because they can't really like do a lot of that stuff there. Like they can do CBD,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll do like a little THC like joint or something, and then go home.
No shit.
Yeah. And they
I
talk
thought-
about like they get like vacation time. No, a lot of countries get a lot more than the U.S. The U.S. is
Brazil-
dog shit.
Yeah, but we're like, as far as developed countries, we are the worst with vacation days. Because, dude, hey, if work isn't your life, then what's your life about?
Yeah.
That's
Paycheck.
us. Well, that's America, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I really fucking hate, like, right out of college, I worked in an office,
Mm-hmm.
and they really did do the thing where it was like, they would actually say it, where they're like, you're young, you gotta pay your dues. And that just meant working like 70 hours a week, but not getting paid to work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. That shit needs to go away.
Yeah.
That corporate nonsense, dude. They
Yeah.
just get to do it. They just get to do it because everybody keeps having kids. So like, it's the market's competitive, and
And they do the fucking, with me, they would do hey, we're gonna take care of you. And then when it came time to take care of me, they're like, hey, you did great.
Mhm.
And you're still young, so you keep up the good work. We'll get you next year. Fucking unreal. Unreal job.
Unreal.
Yeah.
My first office job, I got like a 7% raise my first year
7?
because they were like, oh, we like way underpaid you for like what you're worth. Yeah, and I was like, all right, cool. That was really good. Yeah, it was all like data entry, so it was like nothing, but it was just like 9 to 5 work, so it was easy. And then like they just gave me like way more responsibilities in year 2, so that they could just try and say that I didn't do enough. And I was like, you
That's
got
so
it.
sick.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll take more Adderall.
My
You gotta give a fuck.
my first one was for 2 years straight. I think I worked more hours than anybody in our department. And then they promoted me to a senior analyst. And then they were like, but we can't pay you like a senior analyst because you're too young. And I was like, so am I or am I not a senior analyst? They're like, you're a senior analyst. And I was like, am I doing the senior analyst work? And they're like, oh yeah. And then they were like, but we can't pay you because you're only 24.
Oh, I would ask for a lawyer. I'd have been like, what's the company lawyer think of this?
Dude.
I'd be like, did you run that by the company lawyer?
I wish I would have, I should have, like, in retrospect, should have gotten a lawyer. Because also, like, it's one of those things, too, where, like, you can't, like, sexual harassment in the office, too. My boss would just talk about getting, like, railed out in front of me. And I was, like, really uncomfortable, and I would just be like, can I go? She'd just be like, yeah. There was, like, one time, it was, like, her and a secretary, and I walked in to ask a question, they were talking about it, and then, like, they were like, well, Joe probably hasn't gotten laid in a while, and I was just like, all right, well, I gotta go to my desk. and just walked out. But I was like, dude, if that was like, that could have been a lawsuit, you know?
Yeah.
That was an easy lawsuit.
Yeah, if you want to be a baby about it.
I don't, but like the way they underpaid me for years, I was like, that would have been a good way to get my money.
Yeah.
That would have been a good way to get that cheddar.
You just have to start recording shit around the office.
Which is actually illegal in Ohio.
Record, document.
You
Or at
can't.
least like document, and then you'd have to like document your instances of going to HR.
Yeah.
You have to record everything.
Yeah, it would have been a process.
Yeah. They make it a headache. They do. But also, it's like eventually it's just a bunch of adults working in an adult environment, so people are going to slip up, and yeah.
I mean, when I quit that job where the boss, he told everyone I did comedy, and he was like trying to fire me for it being a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
When I quit that job, I did like the whole HR documentation thing, and it was like a legitimate hassle to get all that stuff together. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not, no, because you're trying to like go after someone's job, so they're like.
But he was trying to go after my job though, so I had like that fuel in me where I was like, I don't care how long this takes, I'm coming for you now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you get put on a mission.
Yeah, dude. You got mission eyes. You got mission eyes. Like
you gotta ruin people's lives, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool.
I get intense, but I feel like when someone crosses you, you get mission eyes, and you zone in laser style.
No.
You don't think so?
No. One of my rules in life is I'm not supposed to like be spiteful against like people. Like you can be spiteful against like companies, but I am not allowed to like do anything that's like spiteful to other human beings on purpose. I never intentionally annoy people. I never intentionally. You've said it before. You've been like, "Oh, I thought you were playing mind games by like doing something." I'm not like allowed. I don't. It's like one of my big rules is not to be spiteful to other people. Like not to like be petty or like anything like that with other humans. Like companies, I'll take my rage out on, but no, I will never. I don't like leave a door open if someone doesn't like a door open or like I don't. I'm not.
Not saying
like
be
one
petty,
of my.
I'm just saying like if someone crosses you, I feel like you don't fuck with them.
No, I mean like I don't. I. You mean like put up with like people's nonsense?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, yeah.
You're the same guy that was like, I wish you could be violent so people would know that there's consequences for actions.
Yeah, I wish that. I really wish that. But it's one of my rules that like I don't, and that's why like when people like do things to me in public, I don't like
react.
Yeah, I don't like react or overreact to anything. I just try and play it like, you know, everybody else has like shit going on in their head, and I got my shit, and I just feel like. I don't know. In my experience of being younger, every time like I was like spiteful or did something like preemptively, you like live out to see the consequences, and you're like, oh fuck.
I learned that lesson last week when I was in DC, dude.
Yeah.
When that guy spit on me.
Yeah. You want to tell the people you got spit on?
Did we talk about that last episode? I don't think we did.
Yeah.
I had to go to DC and I had to take the DC Metro, and so I got off the Amtrak, and there's a metro station in the Amtrak building in Union Station.
Is the Metro like the subway here?
Yeah, it's empty. Okay. It's their MTA. And so dude, they've definitely filmed movies, by the way. I think you'd like it. It looks like something they'd film like a Marvel scene in. Their subway has like, it's like soundproofing, but it's like this giant cement tunnel with like, it looks like it'd be in Russia. It's kind of interesting.
Like nice? Like real nice?
Not real nice, like real like Soviet bloc style. Huh. It's weird, yeah, and it's in DC. But I literally got off the Amtrak and then went, and you have to buy like the Metro pass, and you can't tap your card as far as I know. But I buy the pass, and while I'm buying it, there's just like a homeless guy who's like just jawing at me.
Yeah.
And I usually ignore him, and I'm like ignoring him, and I'm buying. He's like talking to me. He's like, yo, like I need to ask you something. I'm like, I'm good. I just kept saying I'm good.
Yeah.
And then I like went to walk away, and he's like, hey, motherfucker, you dropped something. And I turn around and I look, and he's like, you dropped your wallet. And I was like, touched my, and I'm like, no, I didn't. And he just goes, no, you dropped your fucking mind, you idiot, which is a great diss.
Yeah.
And
you dropped your mind.
You dropped your mind is so good.
Damn.
Yeah, that was devastating. And then I was like, all I said was like, dude, I'm leaving you alone. Just leave me the fuck alone. And then he like kept swearing, and I just was like, fuck off. And then when I scanned the thing to go through the turnstile, he spit on me. He's like spit on the back of my...
Jesus.
Yeah, got on my backpack and shit.
Jesus. And you told him to fuck off?
What?
And you told him to fuck off?
before that, yeah.
Oh god.
But I was like, but it wasn't like a fuck off. It was
Yeah.
like, dude, just fuck off, like
Uh-huh.
that level. And then he spit on me, but I'd already scanned my thing, so I had to go through the turnstile,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like livid. And there's two cops right there, and they both just look at me, and they saw what happened,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, that guy just spit on me. And the one cop like did that thing where he just like does like the head nod where he acknowledges your existence.
Yeah.
And I was like, you gonna do anything? And they just looked at me, and I was like, hey, good news, everyone. The metro's secure. It's fucking good. Because I was like losing my mind at that point. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted them to just acknowledge that was a shitty thing to happen. And instead they just had to be fucking losers. But yeah, they just didn't do anything. And then I swore at some cops and kept going.
What'd you want them to do?
Like, here's the thing. It's the same thing as New York, where I feel like most issues happen on the platform, yet the cops are stationed just to make sure people pay for their fares
Yeah.
at the turnstiles. And that's the only time something's ever happened at the turnstiles while I've been in a subway, and they didn't even do anything. They weren't even like, hey, man, get out of the subway. They just let them keep roaming around and hassling other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, fuck these cops. Fuck D.C.
Yeah.
New York, ride or die.
they're gonna approach him, and he's gonna like sprint away from them, and they're not gonna like. They know
Dude,
that he knows they're not gonna chase him. So I bet if that dude just starts running, he's out of there, dude. They're not gonna chase. They're not gonna chase. They can't even like arrest him for like
He had a limp.
spitting on someone.
Dude,
I don't know. I don't think you get arrested for that in America anymore,
I was.
unless you spit on like a cop. If he'd have hit them with some of
That's
that
what I would
spit.
just if I spit on a cop, just to be like, well, this doesn't mean anything
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, I feel like you spit on a cop, dude. You're getting taken down.
I should have
dude.
spit on the cop
Uh-huh.
to prove a point.
Oh yeah,
Damn, dude, that would have been a sick way to go down.
that'd have been a cool thing to explain to your bosses.
Just wearing my work shirt,
Yeah,
just wearing a shirt and backpack with my job's name on it.
mug shot.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
branded up.
Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah, I represent this company.
So that's good. Well, at least you didn't get stabbed. That's better than getting stabbed.
Dude, so then I walked you take the go down to the train,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole time I'm just like I'm glad the fucking I'm glad all their sports teams suck. Fuck DC. They don't deserve like the Wizards. Fuck the
Mhm.
Wizards, dude. And I'm like pissed off, and I get down there, and then my dad called, and it's like a big. I think it's like a foreigner thing, but it's just like a big thing. You don't swear in front of your parents.
Mm.
There's always a very I could get mad in front of my parents, but if I
Yeah.
ever like swore on accident, my dad would be like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck what's going on with you. You don't swear in front of me and your mother." And he called and he's like, "What's going on?" And I started telling him, and then I got all hot again. I was like, and then that fucking guy he fucking spit on me, and my dad was mad at me because I swore, and I was like, "Dude,
Mhm.
I fucking hate DC."
Fuck.
Yeah,
Damn. It's
I'm
a
all like
bad
hot
trip.
right now thinking about it. Honestly,
Yeah.
woo, I'm revved up.
Damn, dude.
I'm all revved up, dude. You're gonna have to calm
Damn.
me down.
So what'd you learn? I mean, what do you next time? Like, if this happens again, like hindsight 2020 now, like what's the new and improved Joe Briggs do in this situation? You know what I mean? What happened? Like,
I think I
are
just
we
keep
better?
saying,
Are we worse? Are we the same?
dude, I think in the future I just keep going. I think I just say like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything a couple times, and then that's it. But I'm like, dude, I hate being fucked with, and he like, you know what I mean? And I gotta like control my temper a little bit more. But I wasn't like overly aggressive.
Yeah, you got to remember that, like, even in like a situation where if like one of them wins, they're losers.
Well,
They're
that's the
hanging
thing.
out in the subway all day. Like, even if they win in that situation because they got to call you an idiot for your
Yeah.
what, they're losers who basically live in this subway in DC.
All I remember when I told you, I like
They're
called.
just like a bunch of sleepyheads.
Yeah, when we talked on the phone that day or
Yeah.
later, and you said the funniest thing about it. You were because I was like, I can't believe that guy spit on me, and you were like, you're telling me a guy that has nothing to lose proved that he has nothing to lose.
He just literally like, what's he like? He has nothing, dude. Like him spitting on you is like the 10th craziest thing he'll do all day.
Yeah, he's gonna shit in public and wipe it with his
Exactly.
hand. Yeah.
Eventually, yeah, he's probably gonna have to pee in public that day. Like he's just on it. He's a fucking monster.
Did you
Yeah.
see that New York one that's going around? It was going around on social media.
Mm-mm.
It was like a dude just shitting in front of a store,
Nice.
like in front of but it was like the bodega was closed,
Uh-huh.
the gate was down, but he like shits right in front of it, and then he like somebody in the car is filming it, and it's like, dude, that's wild. But then he just wipes with his hand, and then like scrapes it off on the bodega like gate and like on the lock and everything, and it's like,
Damn.
like it's like that guy comes in for work the next day and isn't paying attention. He's just gonna grab shit,
Ugh.
you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. They get to do whatever they want in this city. They got it so good.
I'm not saying that's not the point I'm making.
No, I'm saying it.
Um,
I'm saying they have it so good.
You're making the point that wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. I get it, dude. I get why people complain. I hate when people complain about like when they see like homeless people and they'll be like, "Oh, he gets to sleep on the subway," and you're like, "He has to sleep on the
Yeah.
subway." It's
I've
like
slept
he
on the
doesn't
subway.
get days off.
Yeah.
Like this isn't like his Saturday where he's like sleeping on the subway for fun. He's laying down because that's his life.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. It's not so sweet. People think it's a sweet life, but I always wonder how many like comedians are like, you know what I mean? How many of those are actors or like, you know, like
How many
former
homeless
comedians?
people?
How
Oh.
many people moved here for that? Because there's got to be like people that moved here for something or
Well, you'd want to do it the other way around. That's how you get the
Hmm.
material.
what?
I think it'd be better if you were homeless and a comedian, and then you at least have something to talk about.
Yeah, but I'm saying those guys like there's a bunch of like failed dreams asleep on the subway every day at
Yeah.
like
Oh
7
yeah.
a.m.
Yeah. Somebody wanted to be an
Yeah.
architect.
And they're just passed out
Somebody wanted to be the
on
next.
drugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
That's
know what?
crazy.
You know, it is something I don't know if it happens as much as it used to, and like I think it's something that's, but like there's that whole tortured artist thing. Like that people feign. I feel like a lot. You know what I'm talking about? Where
In what way? What do you mean?
like Kurt Cobain would be an example of it, where it's like, yeah, he's brilliant. They're like the number one band in the country, but he was so sad and he did drugs.
There's like shit wrong.
Shit wrong with their head, or
Mhm.
like there's people who. Did you ever you like Sublime?
I like Sublime's music a lot. Yeah.
So Bradley, like the main singer, he
Mhm.
was one where he did drugs because he thought it would expand him artistically. And the crazy thing is, like, you'll never know if it was the drug because it was like their biggest hit, that big album, that one
Yeah.
that with Santeria. That was after he started fucking around with drugs, and so they had their biggest album. But it's also like, was he just naturally progressing as a songwriter too? You know what I mean? Because you get better the longer you do something. And so it's like one of those where it's like, which was it? But then he overdosed and died.
Mhm.
So it's like, how many homeless people do you think were like, I want to be an artist or a performer or whatever, but I need the drugs, and now they're
Yeah.
just on a train
Yeah.
into nowhere. So
Exactly. Yeah.
it is like, it bums me out when I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all your brain wiring. There's literally like I was watching a video about there's like an interview with like an astrophysicist and like Neil deGrasse Tyson and this other guy, and they were talking about like if free will can actually exist, and they were like on like a like universe scale and like a
Yeah.
biological scale, there is almost like of your life, the thing like we have like our consciousness or whatever like that we
Mhm.
talk to ourselves, you basically have like about maybe 1% of your life is actually free will. Your predetermined things that are already chemically in your body, the way that you were raised, like all these things that are taken out of your control that you think I can bust through because like you have like this internal narrative. It's like there's actually like you basically have like about 1% of your life is free will, and that like 1% is like what just drastically can change your life. But you basically like you're predisposed to so many scenarios. Like if you plugged your stuff in like your numbers of where you were raised and born and everything like that and put it into a system, it almost can calculate like
Everything
what you become.
Yeah, everything can be a statistic.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, you get one of those bell curves, and it's like, where do you fall on it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can all be, everything can be plotted.
Yeah, so it's like, but someone's like brain, like they said, like there's like an actual like disorder that like Eminem has, where like Marshall Mathers like doesn't understand like math, like he failed math a lot. Like there's something like chemically though that like there's like a part of your brain that can also like make analogies, which like they say like genius people have. A smart person can like explain something smart to someone
Yeah.
stupid. So that's what he has like very gifted at too, like in his brain to make like analogies that make whatever complicated thing he wants to explain easier for someone because he understands analogies. But it's like it's literally like a part of your brain that can make it so you don't understand like doing like math like on like a borderline complicated, like it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like what he, so it's like even if he was like man, I want to be a mathematician. It's like when he would sit down, like there's just things that really do
He tries
stop
to do.
people from doing certain things, like
He tries,
without you ever knowing.
Yeah, he tries to do math, and he's like, "My prime is on your lips."
Yeah.
My prime.
He has no idea. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It was a very interesting podcast. But they were like just like talking about like it's just something that like as like a society we just like fight because like we all also have that like ego, that like little party that's like protecting your
Yeah.
like worldview of like no,
Oh yeah,
I have to
blatantly.
matter.
Yeah.
I must matter in all the billions of people alive before and after me. I have to matter.
I don't
And
really
you're like,
have
I don't.
that. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that.
Yeah. Thinking that you don't have that is proof
Is
that you
proof
have
you
that.
have it though?
Yeah. You're
It's
literally
not.
saying that I'm above that. I'm above having an ego.
No, everybody
That's
has an
insane.
ego. That's not what I'm saying. But I've never. I have an ego, but I don't want to matter to strangers so much as people that I'm like are close to. You know what I mean? I care about those opinions much more than a stranger's.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's why you do stand up in front of a bunch of strangers for their approval almost nightly.
No, it's just fun.
No, I know, but there
And
is
yeah, I want them to like me, but it's like
your
you know that
your
it's the
success.
rush,
Yeah,
too.
but your success in what you want to do requires people on that end to like it. So you
It's true.
couldn't go up there and say a bunch of like, because you have to draw a line in what your like opinions get thrown out to them, because you're not going to say every opinion that you hold true.
Well, yeah,
You're going to hold
but
back because
I've
it's in
even
the
said
benefit of X.
I've even said this to you, where I rather perform in front of strangers than people I'm close to because I care much more about what they think than some bumfuck in New York. You know what I mean?
Strangers are easy to perform in front
Yeah.
of. It's the people you know that have seen the jokes 3 or 4 times that are like,
That's not even the point I'm making at all. You're just putting words in mouths today.
I get it.
You got something you can put in your mouth.
Okay.
Hey,
all right. Yeah,
also,
but I'm just talking philosophically, like people like, so like I don't. That's another thing about the bang bang thing. Like I don't.
yeah, but you'll
I don't
talk
blame.
philosophical, and then like I'll be like, "This is what I think," and you'll be like, "No," and it's very frustrating sometimes
Yeah, but
because you'll be like, "I'm telling you what you're thinking," and it's like, "Okay, how do
no,
you want me to respond there?"
well, I'm explaining that because I think that I think personally you see a lot of things through like only your lens
Which
sometimes.
is a shitty thing to say to somebody, though.
But you said Bert Kreischer should stop drinking because you stopped drinking. So you
Yeah, that was
do
a
that
bit on the podcast, though.
No, it wasn't. That was outside. That was
Well,
not
then I don't know.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying like you do. You'll be like,
That's
if
one
this
example.
is if something is, when we were at the store and someone's mother was cursing at their kid in public, and you were like, can't believe someone did that, and it's like, that was my childhood. So
Okay.
like, there's these just. So like, I'm not like, I'm not like judging you for it. I just like give
But
a
you
lot
do, and you think you don't. You think you're above it, but it comes off as very judgmental. Is what I'm
no,
saying.
but I'm just saying though.
You like
There's like
putting people in their place, even though you say you don't.
mm-mm.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm just asking for like a universal perspective on things of like, what if you're not in that situation? Like,
Yeah, but you know that generally my brain's running every scenario. I'm running over. I couldn't sleep last night. I was up till 6. You know, it was one of the things where I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think I need to try and like melatonin or I drink NyQuil eventually. But you know do you know how you were talking about ordering a PlayStation?
mm-hmm.
A thought that I had last night was like, oh, I got to let him know a week that I'm going to be home so that if the PlayStation comes in the mail, somebody will be here to get the package. And then I was like, why am I thinking about this at 5:30 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I never take that away. I always say like I don't care about like, I don't have a lot of like friends, and I don't like call friends. I've never said that. I think you care really deeply about
Yeah.
your friendships. Yeah.
Oh, too much.
I never take that. I would never take that. I don't have a lot of friends because of that. Because I'm not gonna reach out and call people.
Because I don't think the thing I do, which given enough time, I think on average I think better. But I'll jump to, like, if I'm in a bad mood, I just jump to a rash decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, anytime I'm, like, stressed about something, I just jump to a decision. But then given enough time, I'll be like, well, I was wrong there.
Or like jump to a conclusion.
Yeah. What was that from? Jump to conclusions? Office Space.
Office Space.
Yeah. Good movie. Really good movie.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time.
It was ahead of its time. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah. So what's philosophically what do you think about philosophically about this planet? Where do you think it's headed?
I don't think big like. So I don't like to think big like that because it stresses. It's like it doesn't matter to me as much. I try to keep my like. What can I actually impact is the way I try to look at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will like look at it on like more of a micro level where I'm like, okay, I want my friends to like me. I care about my friends, my family. So I do like kind of make an effort to like call people. I'm not good at texting. I'm sorry. I wish I was better. But I do try to like call like friends. Like even when we lived in Cleveland together, I feel like I called you a pretty solid amount.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like try to stay. So I try to influence things on that level, which I don't know if that's not really philosophical, I suppose, but it is what I care about a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get it.
Like when I die, I want like you to be like, oh, I'm gonna miss him. I don't really care if somebody that saw me do stand up once is gonna miss me.
No, and
You
they
know?
won't. They'll move on to the next
Yeah,
guy.
they gotta go see Dave Chappelle.
Most acts, they'll kill you before you even die.
Well, it's like yeah, what?
They're killing Seinfeld right now. He ain't even dead. They're
Dude,
gonna crucify that man.
the,
They're
one
putting
of
him
the
on the cross right now.
one of the funniest tweets I did see this year was like a picture of his Pop Tart movie, and
Mhm.
somebody being like, this guy going out saying you can't make jokes about anything, and then he makes this movie is the funniest movie of the year. And I was like, damn. I heard that movie. You tried to watch it, right?
I tried. I had to
And
back out.
Was that bad?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
It was a very bad movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought he still had it.
Hmm.
They should have just made B movie too.
Didn't they?
Did they?
I don't know. I thought there was a B movie too.
I don't think so. I don't think Jerry. I think he hated how it became a meme. They made Seinfeld too. It was just called Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I know. It kicks the fuck out of that other show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a B movie too. It's coming out in 2026.
Oh, they're doing it? Jerry's
Wait.
back, baby. Jerry's back. I can't believe that.
No, B movie 2 was released in 2016. 2016. Whew.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder if I tried heroin. I bet if I tried heroin, I'd be one of those people that's super addicted to it.
To what?
I'd probably be one of those like artists that falls down the rabbit hole.
For what?
If I did heroin,
Oh,
that's what I think about. Like if I did that, I bet I would go down that hole
dude.
really quick. Oh, that sweet release probably feels so good.
This is not what I want to hear.
Oh, just to not be part of it. Just go numb on the subway. Just let the shakes like massage you.
What do you know? Like, I'm not saying this to be a smartass. Like, what is the drug that turns people in New York into like folding chairs? I think we've talked about it before on here a little bit. But I don't think we've talked about that. Like people, like you'll see people that are like bent over and like swaying and struggling to stand up.
Yeah, it's a lot of like
Is that fentanyl?
Fentanyl, like
Oof.
crack, like heroin, like opiate pills.
Jesus.
All that shit just makes you just like fold in half.
That scares.
I mean, some of them just make you like lay down and itch. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what's that one? Meth. Meth will make you just. Meth ruins your shit too.
Is that the one that fucks your skin and teeth up?
That's the one that makes you. Yeah, it's like it like fucks with your like saliva, like whatever, and then it also. I mean, you also a lot of those drugs. It's just like it's not like the drug doing it to you. It's like what you stop caring about. So it's like if you wake up caring about meth, you're not caring about like brushing your teeth, I guess. So it's like they just like everything just starts to compound. I don't know. It would suck. It would be pretty cool if you could like do it for a couple years.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is. You ever watch the TV show Shameless?
Mm-hmm. That's a good show.
There's like there's like a part where like the dad thinks he's gonna die, so I think he does like heroin.
Mm-hmm.
So William H Macy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if you were about to like, if you found out that you were gonna kick the bucket in 6 months, would you try it?
I mean, they're gonna put you in the hospital and put you on like almost heroin anyway. I feel like I would be like, if I could find like a heroin doctor, maybe. I would still want like a clean needle because I wouldn't want to have like an infection. I definitely wouldn't do it if it required like getting like an infection on my way out too. Like my arm's gonna like hurt
Oh, yeah,
for like every day for the next like 3 months. Ugh.
There was like the dude, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the one guitar, like he's back in the band I think now, John Frusciante, but he
Mhm.
was like famously their best guitar player,
Hmm.
and they kicked him out because he was doing like heroin and shit. And when he got sober, they had to like do skin grafts on his like arm
Mhm.
because there was like needles in his arm and shit. And it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. That seems like it sucks.
Dude,
I know a girl who got off of heroin and she's like doing great. I keep
same.
like
I think
tabs on
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
She's doing awesome. I used to work with her at a restaurant. She actually really likes Mike Polk Jr.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
she's been
sweet.
a
Yeah,
fan since like forever. Like I mean, this was like 10, 12 years ago. I worked with her and she liked him back then.
that's awesome.
Uh-huh.
He's just the best.
Yeah, she was a huge fan.
That is one of those. I love that he's one of those guys too that everybody's like, I don't know who that is, and then you show them that Cleveland tourism video, and they're like, or the Factory of Sadness, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I remember this.
Mhm.
Like just how huge he was on early YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
And now
crazy.
like on like some TikToks and Instagram you can see like that cat video that he made and then people just like steal it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
people just steal.
Mhm. People just steal it, don't credit him. I'll see it sometimes. I'm like, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude.
Which he's like the chillest dude in town, so he doesn't do
Mhm.
anything but like fuck taking shots. GV artwork.
Yeah.
They stole the Factory of Sadness, and then like what's it called? The Cleveland store, like gives them a little kickback, I think, but GV Artwork doesn't. So they, despite being a local artist store, they don't support local artists. So don't go to GV Artwork. Instead, take a shit in front of their store. That's what I say.
I don't know what GV artwork is.
It's like a Lakewood clothing. They make T-shirts. It's just it's the other Cleveland store.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lame.
it's the other Cleveland Clothing Co. They just saw what Cleveland Clothing did, and we're like, we're gonna have the exact same business model,
Huh.
and did that. It's on Detroit and Lakewood.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How many shirts do you need?
I don't know.
Fuck.
They did I ever tell you about that wedding thing?
Mm-mm.
It's like, you know how I do, like I think maybe sometimes I get a little too intense. What do you think?
I have no thoughts.
Okay, that's a lie. I went to a wedding, and it was a college friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize it was like someone. I think someone we went to college with is married to the GV Artworks guy.
Oh, fuck.
But I was drunk, and
Do they listen?
nope, they don't. But I was drunk, and the guy was at the wedding, and they were like, "Oh, this is Joe. He does comedy." And he was like, "Oh, dude, I love comedy." And I was like, "Oh, yeah?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Who's your favorite local comedian in Cleveland?" And then he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Is it Mike Polk?"
Nice.
And just like kept asking him. And my friend Colleen was like, "Let's go get a drink." Like took me out of there. But just kept just being like, "You think Mike Polk's good?"
Yeah. You know any of his quotes or anything?
You know? Yeah, just like
God.
Yeah.
Damn.
being dumb.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You got to stand up for people, though. I mean, that's wrong. They're making money.
Yeah, they're making money.
They're
on
making
someone else's
money.
idea.
Exactly.
They're actually making
That's not
money
right.
on two other people's ideas. I know you can't copyright making Cleveland themed shirts, but they just took someone's business idea and then took someone else's
Oh, yeah. No,
other
that's
idea. It's like crazy how much of it's just a grit. So I'm like, they're probably taking another idea that was someone else's at some point too.
it's insane. There's a market in Cleveland for like two Cleveland
Yeah, it's
companies
very
that
funny.
make Cleveland
Yeah.
shirts. It's like, Jesus, guys.
There's actually a third
You
one.
guys love it.
There's
yeah.
a third one.
Oh,
that
I'm sure.
It's like Cleveland vintage shirts. That's the one I use because they make shirts for like Cleveland companies that are out of business now. So it's like old. I have that record store shirt. That's an old record store in Cleveland that went out of business a while ago.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty sick, dude.
I think I have like a Cleveland shirt that's from a toy store that has like, I've worn it on here, has like Cleveland on it, but it's in the shape of like the Nintendo logo.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you get that at the one in Lakewood, Jack's or whatever?
No, that was from a toy store in Beechwood.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I think I know it. Yeah. By where you used to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By Condado.
Condado.
Yeah, Condado is huge now. Condado's everywhere.
Dude, I really actually could go for some Condado right now.
Yeah, they're corporate now, though. I mean,
That's
they're
fuck.
corporate. Yeah, I think they have like their stuff in one of the soccer stadiums, like
Really?
MLS stadiums. Yeah, like they're big now.
Probably Columbus, right?
Yeah, they're nuts.
Probably Crew.
Yeah.
How big is big?
Pretty big.
Hell yeah.
They have an app on the App Store.
Really?
Yeah.
That was during COVID. Like Angelo's had the Angelo's Pizza app, and then things went back to normal, and that app just doesn't work. I think I still have it on my phone because it's funny, but it just crashes when you open it now.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Oh. There's a place called Condado, but it's not the same. It's in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn?
I was like, no way. They moved one to New York. Like, I feel like they would never like pay that kind of. That's crazy.
Do you know? Hey, do you want to do this with me one day?
What's that?
Because now, dude, I was like thinking about this. Now that we both have weekends off, we could like do New York stuff together.
Yeah.
Because like we should like the MTA museum is one thing I always wanted to do. I don't know if you know what seen it. What?
Nothing.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because, all right,
What do you mean?
I get it. What else? What other New York stuff?
Oh, there's so apparently in Queens there's like a bunch of just Serbian restaurants. Like Jim lives by one that makes. I don't know if you've ever. Did I ever get you to have the cevaps? Cevapi? They're like these little Serbian sausages that are like garlicky and they're so good. And I haven't had any since I moved.
Nice.
And so Jim was like, they're pretty solid. But,
Okay.
But like we just like during the day on the weekends we can just go to Coney Island.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah.
What are you laughing?
Because I feel like when strength, I feel like every time we have visitors that come into town, you never want to do New York stuff with us, and we're always like, let's go do New York stuff.
Well, who's the one time? It was only Strank.
It was Strank. Tay and I have invited you out. We want to do site stuff. We should do site stuff. I like seeing New York.
Well,
but I'm glad that you're open for it now.
When it was Taya, I wanted to give you guys space to hang out. And
we
then
invited you.
I know, but still, come on, dude.
No.
We
were sightseeing, dude. We had and Strang and I want
and
to
the one day
Taya
Teo was in town, I was sick.
Yeah.
But and then when Strank was here, it was my foot. I wanted to do touristy stuff. Remember, I fucking hurt. You're laughing. I wanted to go to Coney Island real bad, and I had a hole in my foot.
It was a good time.
We literally had to buy different shoes that weekend.
Yeah.
Because my foot, I couldn't walk.
Yeah. I remember.
You're like, you didn't want to. I wanted to do touristy stuff that weekend.
I don't know. I like doing the touristy stuff. Like I said, I think too. If you want to go do it, let's do it.
When Strank was in town,
I would really enjoy it. There's just different stuff. I want to see things. Yeah.
Because I have that bone. There was the one day where I walked 8 miles with Strank, and then my foot was swollen the next day, and I couldn't
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't want to do all the touristy stuff though.
I love all. Yeah, I want to see
the,
as much. Like I said, I don't know. Times Square is really good. People watching. You just
it is insane.
It's like watching waves crash. Yeah, it's really nice.
You ever do? I also like. I like writing at. We've talked about it. I like writing at diners and cafes.
Mm-hmm.
Get a diner right next to the window.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's in Manhattan's good people watching for the most part. But if you get a diner or cafe in the city and you just get to sit and watch people hustle and bustle.
Yeah,
it's great.
I like watching the people get ripped off. People who are just here on vacation get ripped off in Times Square.
Or people that
really fun.
People that speak German and somebody's asking them for money and they're like, "What?"
Yep.
They're like, "What is the good and service you're offering?" And they're just like, "No, I need $5."
You watch some monk hand some guy a bracelet, and you're like, "There goes your fucking afternoon, dude."
Yeah, dude.
You're about to just be done, and then there's 8 rappers giving foreigners CDs, and you're like, "God, dude, yeah." And you just watch it, and you're like, "This is the city. This is what those people woke up to do, and that's what they had no idea."
My favorite, and I saw this in the city, which I don't know if you've seen this. It was a rapper, and he gave someone his mixtape or whatever, and then the guy just was took it and said thank you and tried to walk away, and then the rapper was like, "Hey, you think that's free?"
Yeah,
and was and then he tried to give it back. He's like, "No, you already got it. You got to pay for it." Yep. And I was just like, "Whoa,
that's the
what a fucking business deal."
Yeah,
it's just hand someone a product and be like, "You owe money now."
Yeah, that's the monk bracelets.
Dude.
They act like they're really peaceful monks down there, and they literally hand you a bracelet, and then you're like, "Thank you," and then they're like,
"They just hold
money."
They have 5.
It's insane, but it's really fun to watch. If you know what I mean, because you just watch people's eyes, just realize what happens.
But the rule, I was on the phone last night with Reagan, and I was out front of our apartment before I got like bodegas, sweet treats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out front, and I'm on the phone, and this guy who's just like a normal looking dude that's drunk walks by, and he tries to like fist bump me, but he's like sweaty, and I was like, I don't touch a sweaty person. But he tries, and I just like kind of wave, and I'm like, yeah, sorry. And he just like holds his hand out, and I was like, no, I'm good. And then he just goes, fuck you, and keeps walking. And I was on the phone, and she heard it and was like, what was that? And I was like, just New York. Just
You
New
gotta
York.
fist bump him.
No, fuck him.
Yeah.
Why? Why? I don't gotta do anything.
I don't know. I gave that lady my cigarette the other day.
Yeah, that's true.
You just gotta.
When somebody's, this is what I was afraid of. When somebody's like, he was like doing that thing where he was kind of like walking serpentine. He was so drunk.
Yeah.
And you're like, if I interact with this guy, he's going to just
Or if
start.
you put your fist up, he's like, he could have also fucking hit you or something.
I just
You know
thought
what
he was
mean?
going to start a conversation. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to interact at all. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he's going to just like be like, so what's good?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. So I'd
Hmm.
I'd rather have him be like, fuck you than ask me where the party's at.
Mhm. Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
You should have sold him some beer.
Dude. He looked like he was like, that was the other thing, is he looked like he was like 23.
Really?
Yeah, so I was just like, I don't want to like young college age drunk people are kind of the
Yeah.
worst. So,
And I just leave them be. They're gonna learn a life lesson. Like
Yeah.
once they walk away from you, it's like there's another drunk life lesson, probably like 20 feet.
but that
from
was
you.
the other thing. I was like, yeah, you're walking through Bed-Stuy just saying fuck you to people. I'm like, you're gonna-
Strangers?
Yeah, are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he is going to learn a life lesson.
I wonder if he only did it because you were white. Like I bet he wouldn't do that to
Or I was, like,
everyone
on
in
the- I was
Bed-Stuy.
also on a phone call too,
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, I was pretty like
Yeah.
not engaged, but
Yeah. Yeah, I bet I guarantee you he picks and chooses who he says fuck you to.
yeah.
Yeah. Asshole, coward.
But I also had like, it was one of those things where I like, like when you scan somebody, you talk about your ocular pat down.
Yeah, from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it to him, and I was like, I got a fucking like almost a foot on him,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. If you're like, I'm 6 foot, if he's like a little over 5 foot, you're not saying fuck you to people.
He did though, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a different set of shit on him, dude.
Yeah.
Granted, who knows? You never know if it was the alcohol too.
It was probably the booze, 100%.
Yeah, he probably wasn't walking around fucking fuck you and
Yeah.
people this morning. Well, maybe.
I
He's
think
hungover.
I'm like usually I feel like people usually don't fuck with bigger people, and I think
Yeah.
I have the least effective size factor of all time. I don't think it's ever helped me.
Yeah, I feel like definitely people like no matter what, it's just a bigger person. Like you just don't want that beef, dude.
No.
You just don't want that problem.
But I think I look unintimidating for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Huh. Can't believe that little fucker. Can't believe he's like 5 feet tall. That's crazy. Just walking around fucking New York City.
Dude is like a
Telling
young,
people to
like
fuck off.
white college age kid. Like, somebody that looked like they moved here on daddy's
Uh-huh.
dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telling people fuck you. Cool.
City rules.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Cities.
I also like it. I do like it when people accentuate the and fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
It is good. It is good. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. It's better to do a longer F than a K. I feel like the K can hit, but that if your F isn't right.
I should have him send me a voice memo. But my buddy that I grew up with, he'll like impersonate my voice because I have a funny voice.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime he impersonates me, he just goes like, he like holds his nose and he just goes, fuck. Because he's like, that's how you say it. It's like in the back of your throat. You just kind of like, he's like, you'll like, something very minor will happen and you'll just go, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't do the, I just go, fuck. Yeah, fuck. I don't even know how to do it. It's very good when he does it though. But I don't know. It was a good episode.
It's a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when we comment on the episode during the episode. We're like, oh yeah, this is hot to try.
Well, once you're done with it, you're like, okay, that was good.
Yeah,
All
had
right, we
fun.
got through that. Nice.
It was fun. We were philosophical. You were philosophical. I tried.
We got a little therapy session in there. We have apparently everyone knows there's probably going to be stuff to talk about after the episode. Yeah,
What do you mean?
it was really productive.
Wait, there's a therapy session?
Yeah, in the middle.
What do you mean?
You weren't there for that. You'll hear it when it
Yeah.
goes back. You'll
I just
hear it.
blacked out for a portion.
You'll hear it when it plays back.
Oof.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a good episode.
Is that?
But
Is
yeah,
it,
that is
wait,
the
is it
time.
actually time?
Yeah, time's
Whoa!
up.
Holy shit! I
Time's
didn't
up.
know. I just like.
No, yeah, right when you said it, we were really, really close.
Oh, I just like felt it in my bones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This one flew by.
It was good.
I know. I got through an entire energy drink. Pretty happy. I
Wait,
haven't
really?
had one of,
I didn't even
Yeah.
see you drink it.
I haven't had one of the strong ones in a while.
Is that C4?
Yeah, that shit's kicking my dick in. My heart's racing right now. It's crazy. I feel like I'm on fire. All right, let's do it.
Why do you drink it then?
Because I like that feeling.
It sounds like you're dying though.
I'm not. I'm extremely strong.
But you just said it feels like your heart's on fire.
No, I said I feel like I'm on fire. My heart's racing. My heart's racing. My skin feels like it's on fire.
You're sitting on a couch though. That's bad.
It's really good. That's how I stay young. See, people think you have to go to the gym and like get this good workout and get your heart going. No, you just sit at home. If I go to the gym and I get my cardiovascular because I want my heart to race, drink 3 energy drinks a day sitting on your couch and your heart's gonna like zoom. And then you go to work young.
What the fuck?
I just hate how people make life really complicated, and it's really easy. You just drink a bunch of energy drinks, wash your face twice a day.
You're putting your heart in a vice grip and just saying, "Do better
Yeah.
every day." That's so, dude.
Yeah. I wake up every day and I challenge my heart.
Dude, that's so.
Yeah.
Some people are like, "Hey, I'm gonna hit a new sales goal today," and you're like, "I'm gonna see if this old beater still got it."
Every day is an episode of survival between me and my heart. And one of us is going to get voted off the island eventually. Because I'm over it, dude. I'm trying to like prove a point that this heart is strong.
To who?
To me.
Literally you and your doctor.
To me and I say, hey, what are my 4 valves doing today? Are they working overtime? You're goddamn right they are. I love energy drinks so much. I can't drink them like I used to. Because I get in trouble. I'm serious. My doctor's going to kill me, dude.
Dude, no, your fucking heart's going to kill you.
No.
That's the point. Your doctor's not going to kill you. Because you're drinking, dude, 3 energy drinks. Right now your heart's like, please give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm putting in OT.
That's why I just stopped drinking the 5 hours. We all know. I can't drink 5-hour energy drinks anymore. It's really depressing. It's a bummer, dude. It's like everybody else gets to do their thing, and I can't.
It's so funny.
So stupid. Everybody gets everybody gets to do everything they ever wanted to do. But if I want a 5-hour energy drink, I can't have one anymore.
You got people shitting on the streets in New York, but you can't have a 5-hour.
I can't have a 5-hour. Our former president has 81 charges against him right now, and I can't have a 5-hour.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. When you expand on it, it really is fucked up, right? Like how much stuff people get to do, and I'm not allowed to have a 5-hour energy drink.
Dude, just watching you just like sit there and be like, I can see you thinking of more things people can do.
Yeah.
And you can't, and it's an endless game.
Yeah.
You're like, so that guy, he can stay up all night playing Xbox, and I can't have a 5-hour energy?
No, so you get to hijack 2 airplanes and run them into buildings, but I can't have a 5-hour energy drink? You know how frustrating this planet is? Oh, everybody gets to do everything they ever wanted and dreamed of. But if Joe Graham wants a 5-hour energy drink, my doctor says no.
You can't compare it to 9/11.
Compare everything to 9/11.
Yeah, well,
we compared COVID to 9/11.
Yeah, we did.
We compared it way too soon.
Yeah.
It was like when we hit 3,000, we were like, that's a 9/11. And then it was like, that's how we tracked how many people died. For like
how many times we got 9/11?
We were like, that's like 20 9/11s.
Jesus.
What a time. All right. I'm cooked.
You cooked?
Yeah. I want to play Grand Theft Auto. I want to go live like I'm a rich person.
Fuck yeah. I got to go to a show.
Nice. Who you guys got on tonight? Anyone hot coming in?
Well, all I can tell you for sure is that Jim Twos and I are there every Sunday.
Did you ask what's his name to do it?
Who
you just saw the other night from Cleveland? Short Adam
Gilbert?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
Should have asked him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'd stop by and do especially since you guys give people longer sets.
Yeah, I just met him. I mean, I just wanted to say hi because I've never actually met him, and he's like Cleveland. I love meeting people that have lived in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But yeah, he remembered you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I mean, no one's ever gonna listen to this, but yeah, he's the one that he used to get so when he was like in Cleveland, he would like drink a lot, but he like
Yeah.
he was dating this girl and she would like literally like pick him up and like take him out of parties and stuff. And they
Jesus.
were like, no, they were like,
Was it a good thing or a bad thing?
it was a great thing.
Oh.
She was like super cute. Yeah, it was like an open relationship thing. They were like
Oh.
great. Yeah, no, they were really good for Cleveland comedy scene when they were around. And then she stopped doing comedy or
Oh.
something, and then he moved here or moved to Chicago first, and then here. Yeah.
He was very. I mean, I saw him. That's the first time I've ever seen his comedy. Killer.
Dude,
Very
he
good.
was
Yeah.
back when what's his name, Rustin used to hang out too a lot.
He still hangs out.
Like no, but I mean like it was like he would like come around. He was around like a lot.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like, yeah, there would just be like, I don't know. It was a lot. There was like when I started doing it in Cleveland, there was a lot more.
Mary was probably still going to Mike's.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there was a lot more like people like hanging out all the time too, like at shows and stuff.
That's one thing that I don't. I mean, I know we're over time now, but like I feel like COVID kind of killed. Because like when I started, I feel like people used to hang a lot, and COVID kind of killed a lot of people's hanging.
Yeah.
Like
A lot of
shows
people
came
just-
back, and people wouldn't just stay at the bar all night. I
No,
mean,
they would do their sets or like do their
and
thing
dip.
and then leave. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me included though. After COVID, I was like, I'm not staying at LVT every Wednesday till the bar closes.
No,
I have
I'm
to
not-
work
I'm not-
Thursday at 7. Yeah.
And I got out of that. That COVID broke that entire phase of my life of
Yeah.
drinking till 2 a.m. Like I can't.
yeah.
It just cracked me.
Well, I mean, I pretty much when bars opened up, it was just me, you, and Brett going to bars. So
Mhm.
like, yeah, it cracked me too.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Speaking of good time, what a good episode.
Hey, thanks for hanging out.
You're welcome. We gave you a little bit of extra time. That was like an hour.
But wait, Joe,
Huh.
we gave them extra time. What could they give us if they had a good time?
You could give us likes and comments, honestly, on
Yummy,
the YouTube.
yummy.
We would really appreciate likes, comments, share this with your friends. Honestly, just do the things
out the
that are
Patreon.
free. Check out the Patreon too.
And if you come from a rich family, maybe, and you got daddy's money, give us daddy's money.
Give us your money.
Just your daddy's money.
Give us your dad's money.
Yeah, dude, shove it in me.
Give me your father.
Give me your father.
Give me your dad.
give
And
give us
his,
your daddy.
Give his money to Briggs.
Yeah, dude. Give me daddy's money. Give Joe daddy.
I just want a father. I just want to be a normal boy. I don't want to do no drugs no more. I want a father.
Is that how we're ending?
Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your Thursday. That's what we should start doing, is telling people to enjoy their Thursday.
Enjoy your Thursday.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-ba-ba-ba, the death trap, the death trap.